Good morning. I've woken up and I don't know where autumn has gone because it seems like summer is back. It is absolutely stunning outside. It's so sunny. And I love it, but I'm also like, oh, like I was getting used to this like cozy autumnal weather. Like, I love autumn. I'm an autumn girly. Autumn is my favourite time of the year, and I don't know why. Like, I think autumn has always been my favourite, but recently I feel like on social media it's just become the best time of the year because it's so like aesthetic. Like all the cozies and like all the different drinks that come out and everything. I love it, and I'm so here for it. But now it's sunny and I'm like, okay, right, the last of summer, like hopefully this is just going to be the last of summer and then it will start getting like cozy season again. But it is the morning and I am about to just spend some time with God. It's so important that we prioritize the thing that is most important in our lives, and the thing that is most important in my life is God, and it's like making sure that I put him first, and a physical action of that is like putting him first and reading my word in the morning and just seeking him and just asking him to fill me for the day ahead, for what I have. It's so important to just seek him. So I'm going to read my Bible and I'm going to make some ginger tea. I've got a new obsession. I'm obsessed with making like fresh ginger tea in like a diffuser teapot. It's actually so disgusting and dirty right now where it's obviously got like leftover ginger tea in which I need to like rinse out. I'm going to make some fresh ginger tea and take my teapot and just go and spend some time with God and just pray for the day, for the week. And yeah, I am looking forward to it. It's genuinely a highlight of my day, and I think I was talking in my podcast, I think last week, and saying how, you know, when we're in a moment of like just spiritual dryness, or when we're in like a season where we're like, there's not necessarily like revelation, or we're not at this like high mountaintop moment. I don't know, sometimes when we're just like in the middle, like coasting through, we can just think, oh yeah, but I love God. Like, you know, actually no, it's really important to daily seek him. And when it's like hard, like for instance, I don't particularly enjoy reading, that's almost when you have to like press in. And actually then it's like praying those things of like, God, like help me see the joy in this, like please can you bring the joy? And he does, like he answers our prayers. But anyway, I'm gonna make this ginger tea and then I'm gonna go and have some quiet time. I like to use a spoon to just peel my ginger. I take about this size piece and then just peel the ginger with a spoon. Top tip from Jamie Oliver, because it means that you're not like cutting the actual ginger, you're just taking off the like layer of skin, as opposed to like cutting the ginger, and you want the ginger, like you don't want to waste that. So I use a spoon to peel it. Then you want to get your ginger and you just want to grate it. Grating it is the best way to get like the best diffusion from it. So I'm just going to grate into my teapot. A top tip to making ginger tea is to grate a little bit of black pepper, obviously any black pepper, but just the whole black peppercorns with a grind, and yeah, just grind a bit in, just of like literally like 3 or 4. And what black pepper does is it activates it, and also just makes it a little bit spicier, which is so nice. And then just pour your hot water in to your teapot. Apologies, I realise you can probably hear that noise in the background. That's the dishwasher that I've just put on. Lol. But I'm coming to you with a realistic routine. This is a realistic day in the life of me at the minute. Like, every day looks different, which I do really love. I love that every day looks different. Sometimes it's challenging because there's elements that you want like to be in a routine, and I think I am able to keep some element of a routine, and that's why I like reading my Bible and getting up at a specific time. And there's certain things that you have to keep to, because to have some form of routine, I'm someone who I love a routine. And so I guess I'd give you that advice if anyone is doing like freelance or is currently like searching for a job or like in between jobs at the minute, like, and hasn't necessarily got like a normal sense of a routine. Like, you're not working like you know, straightforward hours that are just like, okay, Monday to Friday, you know, 9 till 5. Like, that's not what your day looks like. And you like routine, I would suggest like building certain things that you keep in your day to keep some level of routine, because it really helps with your mind. That would be some advice I'd give. But yeah, now I'm going to go, and I like to let my teapot diffuse for like, I don't know, 10 minutes. And then I use like teacups like this, because I feel like they're just a nice size. Because this is I think it's like a 1-person teapot, this size. I think it's like, because if you look like, yeah, I think it's like, it's not like what you get at like the tea, like if you go to Costa or whatever. I think that's like a 1-person size. But I could probably get like maybe 3 cups of like small tea with this. And if I'm having it with someone else, you probably get like 1.5 maybe. But yeah, depending on your cup size, if you use a really big cup, you're probably gonna get like 1.5. But yeah, I like to have my tea. And what I also do is I put a little bit of honey, like a teaspoon of honey in it as well, and then you pour your ginger tea over it, and oh my gosh, it's so good. But yeah, I'm gonna go and spend some time with God, and yeah, I'm loving the sun, even though I moaned about it like 2 seconds ago. It is really lovely that it is such a gorgeous day, and I'm like, oh my God, the creator of all things, he's just amazing. Anyway, time to go and pray. I just wanted to share a bit that I'm currently reading, because it struck me, and I don't know, like I'm someone, I get quite emotional. I'm an emotional being, and you've probably seen it on my episodes of TNT. It doesn't take much for me to break down, and I've learned like as I'm getting older, I'm more emotional. I think I'm more in tune with my emotions. But when I read the Bible, it's like, I don't know, like God like reveals a new sense. Maybe it's a new way of understanding. I'm not sure. But anyway, I was reading a passage. I'm reading Luke at the minute. I'm going through Luke. And it's in chapter 18. And it's the passage where Jesus heals the blind beggar. And I was just reading it, and I was just in awe, because they're in like a crowd, and this man who's blind is shouting because someone has told him, oh, like, what's going on? He's like, why is there a massive crowd? And they're like, oh, it's Jesus of Nazareth is here. And so then he starts shouting, and he's like, Jesus, like, see me, like, I want healing. And then people around him are just like, shush, shut up, like, be quiet, like, we're trying to hear Jesus, shush. And like putting this man down and like trying to tell him to be quiet. And then he's like, nah, I'm going to shout louder. I'm going to shout louder. And he shouts louder, and then Jesus gets him brought over and then says, what do you want? And he's like, I want to see. I want to see. And then God heals him and he can see. He's like, your faith has made you. Your faith has healed you. See. And he sees. And I don't know, and I was really struck by it, because I'm like, there are so many times in life that we can, I don't know, get a word from God or have this sense or revelation, and we're like, Jesus, like, this is what I believe, this is what I see, like, God, and like, and then there's people around you that just tear you down. They like tear you down and belittle you. But apologies as well, because I've realised the washing machine is running and it's probably the background noise. But Jesus, and it's like, oh, you can be teared down and like belittled, but he didn't let it affect him. He didn't go, oh, do you know what? Yeah, who am I? Like, let me just shut up. And no, he was like, I am going to be healed. I am going to be healed. And it's like, we need to be like that. We need to be like, do you know what? God, no, I'm going to continue. I'm going to go louder so that your name is glorified, so that people see you through what I do, so that people hear your name, so that people see the faith, so that people see the miracles that you're doing, through me. Like, and then look how many people would have seen his faith, that he'd gone above and beyond what people were telling him. He's like, no, I'm shouting, I am being healed today, I have faith. And he was healed. And it's like, no, we have to go above that. We have to go above these people who are bringing us down, who are belittling us, who are telling us these lies, and go, no, do you know what, Jesus, you're going to get the glory. There's going to be a miracle today, and everyone is going to see this, and it's going to be a testimony and a testament to you. And yeah, I don't know, it just really, really encouraged me. And just, yeah, it's funny how when you read the Bible, there's certain things, like this story, honestly, me and the girls joke about it, because we used to listen to a CD story when we were going to bed, or they did, and it was called Blind Bartimaeus, and basically it's this man, and he's like, Jesus, have pity on me, and it's just the reenactment of these stories. But it's so funny because you can read these stories since you were like young, like read them over and over and over and over and over again, but they just affect you in so many different ways. But yeah, anyway, that was just a little thing I wanted to share. Yeah, and I apologise for all the background noises. Like I said, we're keeping it real. And yeah, I live in a big family home that there's always stuff going on, including washing and dishwashers. So yeah. Anyway, I hope that encourages you, because it really encouraged me. But yeah, read that passage. Hello, I'm just getting ready to film a video. I'm currently rocking 4-day-old curls. I'm trying to make it work without it being refreshed. And yeah, I'm just getting ready to film a video. Yeah, the reason I kind of called this my not everyday routine is because, like I said this morning, like, not every day looks the same. Like, there are certain key things that I have in my day to keep to some sort of routine, but not every day is the same. And I love that, but it's also making sure that I am real and show, like, not every part of my life, because I'm like, okay, like, I don't need to put everything on the internet, but it's also being real and being true. And for me, I am currently in a stage of life where I am living at home. I live at home with my parents, and I love it. Like, I love living at home. And obviously this season of my life is on a countdown, on a timer, because I'm about to get married. But I'm like trying to soak in that and enjoy every moment. But, you know, like, I guess even just looking at my last vlog, that was like fun, and like we were doing lots of things, but like not every day looks like that. Like, nobody's life looks like that all the time. And I think often we can look at these influencers or look at these amazing people that we look up to maybe or aspire to be like, and you're only seeing like such a small percentage of their life. And like, yes, granted, like that's amazing and like everyone wants to do all these fun things, but it's also important to keep it real and be like relatable and show that not every day looks like that. So this is just like a real insight into like, I guess, my day. It's not exactly like oh my gosh, it's so exciting, like I'm going to this coffee shop and I'm doing this. Like, no, like there are times in my life where I do get to do those things, and I do, but also there are times when it's spent like having a chilled morning spent with God, and then it's editing, and now I'm like getting ready to film a video, and then it's going to pick my brother and sister up from school, and then it's having dinner, and then it's having catch-ups and editing again. And like that's the reality of it, like the behind the scenes. Obviously I'm going to show exciting times, and especially like in this season that I'm in where I'm getting married, and like what that looks like, and the stresses of planning and the other things, and the joy, and like my family. Like I have such a good relationship with my sisters, and also just being a Christian, being a woman that, you know, loves God, and I guess like encouraging you guys and what my life and what my walk looks like, and bits of advice that I can give you, of course, like 100%, but I also want to be like, there are other sides, it's not always glamorous. So yeah, you might be like, oh, this video is so boring, and like, why am I watching this? And it's like, cool, like you don't have to watch everything that I do, and I totally get that, and like, you know, there's everything for every season. But for those of you out there who is like, I don't know, maybe you're like me, you're slightly older, I'm 27, living at home, in a very transitional season. Like my sister's just moved out, and I'm like in that phase as well of like navigating that. I've not got like my like older sister, as in I'm the oldest, but like the next one down here, like to have our catch-ups and stuff, and life looks different, and that's all exciting. God gives us seasons, and he blesses us in these moments. So yeah, anyway, I'm going to continue getting ready to film a video. My phone is popping off. To film a video, and yeah, and then I'll check in with you after, like for my not everyday routine and what today looks like. So I've decided to take myself for a walk. I love being able to go for a walk and getting out and about, and especially like when you're like creating content or working from home, it's so important to get the legs moving and like just get out and get some fresh air, especially as we're going into like the winter season. Like how much you can actually get out really is dependent in England on the weather. So I'm just making the most of this glorious sunshine. I've got myself a coffee and a takeaway cup, and I'm just going to walk down to the beach because I live near the beach. So yeah, and I'll show you the like views and like just the surrounding countryside that I am blessed with on my walk. Say hello to the vlog, Mum.
No, I don't want to either. Right, do I do it?
School pickup. We have secured the goods. Secured the goods. The littlies have been collected from school, and I'm just enjoying a hot chocolate. Fun fact about me is that I'm absolutely obsessed with hot chocolate. I love hot chocolate so much. And this time of the year makes my obsession go crazy. But anyway, I'm going to end this vlog here because I'm just going to be doing a lot of editing and just, yeah, plodding away. So I'm just going to end this vlog, and I hope you've somewhat enjoyed this like not everyday routine, and just a little insight into my life. And I'm just enjoying making content and just getting into the swing of it and everything. And yeah, if you haven't already, go and check out the latest episode of TNT with your girl G. And yeah, I will be back soon with another vlog, another video, whatever it might be. And yeah, hope you guys have an amazing week.